Well then, they will not let us rest. They will not let us think we know what's going on. Orlando Pirates seem to be preparing for war or something very, very big. I don't know if we have been promised never to sign anybody ever again. But the Iron Duke does it again. The management team does it again. No links, no rumors, no warnings at all. Just bomb after bomb after bomb. And this time they came with another one after yesterday announcing Mohau Nkota is gone to the Saudi Pro League. Today they woke us up with the news that they have signed Kamogelo Sebelebele from TS Galaxy. The winger has joined Orlando Pirates. We're going to give you all the news, rumors, Buccaneer brief. I'm joined by Mr. Coach. But before you touch that dial, which you won't touch, don't forget to hit the like, subscribe, and share the Buccaneers so we can grow the community. Let's do this. Yeah, bafethu, Mr. Coach.
Buccaneer lakithi.
Mfethu kwenzakalani mfethu eklabhini yakho mfethu?
Mfethu
yenzani ichairman yakho mfethu?
Ichairman zama ukusibulala ngehappiness mfethu. Zama ukusibulala sizane bo.
Izokubulala iPirates mfethu.
Yeah, man. I think it took me 90 minutes to 2 hours to settle down after finally finding out.
He couldn't contain himself.
Nix. And once I see him on the pitch again, it's going to start from scratch. Yeah, Buccaneers, Orlando Pirates have announced Kamohelo Sebelebele. You know, for me, before I go there, Buccaneers, we have finally reached 3,000 subscribers. Thank you very much.
Thank you, everybody.
Pressing that subscribe. And we are so grateful. Thank you so much. And all the likes, we are thanking you guys, and you guys are repaying us.
We like it
by pressing like. So please don't stop. Keep doing that. Again, you know the drill. By now, we are trying to hit 30 likes in the stream.
During the stream.
So please make sure you hit that like and get the story out to as many Yamapaga as you can. And I'm thanking you in advance for that already.
Don't go.
You know what I was saying to KB earlier on, that not always, but I did admire Sebelebele for a while now, especially since the COSAFA Cup. And I never thought we could get him, but I was actually very, very a big admirer. If anything, I was afraid that those guys back on Marabastad would sign him. So to find out,
really?
Yeah, he's that kind of quality as far as I'm concerned.
Okay.
And to find out that we have completed that signing, it feels like my birthday, my Buccaneers, to be completely honest. So I couldn't be happier, Mr. KB.
Betway, all I can do is read the official. After that, we'll talk about it. We'll also go through his stats, and we also have one more story to go through. But obviously, the only reason this show is being aired right now live on YouTube is because of the man himself. So let me actually read it. I don't know how many people know how much about him. So yes, Orlando Pirates says, welcome, Kamohelo Sebelebele. And they say Orlando Pirates Football Club is delighted to announce the signing of Kamohelo Sebelebele. The 22-year-old winger joins Buccaneers. That's right, Orlando Pirates, on the back of an impressive breakout campaign with TS Galaxy, where he featured in 29 matches and found the back of the net 5 times. A return that highlighted his attacking prowess and consistency throughout the season. Sebelebele will join the group of players who remained in Jersey while the selected first team group embark on their preseason tour in Spain. Which means we won't see him in any of the preseason games, but it's fine. The Soweto Giants are currently in Marbella. And yeah, we've already played 2 fixtures, and we are only having 2 fixtures remaining. One against Las Palmas and then another one against Granada before they return on the 20th. And yeah, he's naturally a winger, But the Limpopo-born superstar demonstrated his tactical adaptability last season by also excelling at both right back and left back, highlighting his versatility, dynamism, and he brings those two things to up the Slamwadu's squad. And yeah, welcome from Orlando Pirates and welcome from the Happy People TV. Mr. Coach, I don't know what you want me to say, or when you passed the buck to me, what you were looking for, but I think my thoughts about the signing, I actually thought, like the poll actually says, who do you think he's replacing? And then we put Mofokeng and Nkota, right? From the last time we played against him, I actually thought he was maybe a right back, but Babun Saure, he's versatile, which means we actually don't know how he's going to be used yet, but we are obviously anticipating for him to be a winger. I'll put up the stats higher and the heat map higher from last season so we can see what to expect from him. But I think when it comes to quality, he was in the, Chan squad or Kosafa squad? Yeah, Bafana. He did well there. He took us to the final, I believe. His goal took us to the final. So, man, like I said in the intro, it seems like we are preparing for some sort of war. And we know we need the Justice League. We need the Avengers. Where Dr. Khoza is Optimus Prime and he needs the Autobots to assemble. Which is why I feel like this signing actually, while you were excited when you found out about it, I was a little bit concerned because I was like, wait a minute. Is this a prequel to a movie of Mofokeng bouncing or what's going on here?
I think first of all, Vetu, I always tell people, anybody close to me, Hore, I believe the role and one of the important roles of a supporter is to hold the club accountable to a certain standard. When I had questions, especially initially when the Wadu news came out, some of you would have seen that. A lot of you would have called me out for it, but I wasn't exactly convinced or sold. And I questioned the club's ambition in terms of trying to vie for the league and doing what it takes. And honestly, since then, ever since the Mbule signing, the club has made it clear that I'm not the only one who wants to win the league. The club is also vying for the same thing. And I just want to give credit to the management, the scouting department, chairman. Yeah. I am sorry. Sorry.
Is this an apology, Mr.
I was wrong. It's clear.
Yeah,
the mandate is very clear. Which is Funi League, and I acknowledge that, and I want to give credit with.
Hold on. What do you mean it's clear that it's Funi League?
You're not gonna sign 13 quality players just for fun, just for MTN8.
I didn't say just for MTN8, but
if you're gonna sign that many players, it's very clear that you have some sort of serious ambitions. I mean, we're picking up all the best talent in the country.
We have picked up all the best talent in the country.
Exactly. So, I think some of you guys, Amapagania in general, were a little bit worried. Some were stressed out after Mawane, the news came out that Nkota is leaving. I wasn't one of them. I think if you check the previous stream, you will see that I wasn't so concerned about that. But as soon as the Sebelebele news came out, I was like, oh, well, thank you, Nkota. Thank you once again. We appreciate you. Want to see the best for your future. We are covered. We are covered. So I will be honest, it does also raise that concern. Apolis Mremi Sebelebele. Are we going to keep Mofokeng? I don't know. Only time will tell. But I choose to only focus on what we just got. And I want to say welcome to Paraju to Sebelebele with open arms. The competition on the wings is tight, and it's not just tight at a low level. He raises the ceiling, or not maybe the ceiling, but the floor is all the way up there. So I couldn't be happier, man. I even spent a good 30 minutes watching his highlights just to evoke that emotion again. An incredible player, Mfethu. Can play on the right-hand side. He's got speed. He's got skill. What Ribula Mfethu can minus players. I think he's a perfect profile to replace Nkota, if you will. He's got goals in his game. You know, in the PSL, we don't have a lot of wingers who actually have goals to the game. Now, he might only have 5 goals, no squatting, but if you just, last season, but if you just look at how those goals came about, you can see his bag of tricks. His bag of tricks and feature middle, we forget very in
Also,
yeah, so why quality.
Yeah, also, quality in terms of his touch. You know, people like I don't know if this is a fair comparison, but if you look at someone like Nkota, right, his quality lies in the floor being as high as it needs to be, basically. Because as a player, there's a certain level that you need to be just to be a professional. And so you can't be struggling to trap, can't be struggling to pass, can't be struggling to, I don't know, just do normal things on the pitch that sometimes we look at the PSL and be like, hey, this is why the PSL is not as good as what and why Bafana will never go anywhere, because of those small little things. Sharp. So I feel like Nkota, I don't want to say we took him for granted, but you can take it for granted that this man can trap and pass and he doesn't lose the ball too much. So what I'm trying to say here is that his quality, Nkota, it lied in the fact that he had fearlessness. His composure wasn't elite, but yeah, he had fearlessness and he had a good shot on him, a good technique,
and brave. I think you look
fearless. Yeah, fearless. But what I'm basically trying to say is that this man, yes, Mr. Coach was right. He does raise a technical flaw, or he at least keeps it at par, especially if you are comparing him to Nkota. And then what's dope about him is that I think it's the little technical things that he's even better than what you're supposed to be as a professional. So let me not make an example with the people that will maybe ruffle some feathers, or no, don't compare him to this guy or that guy. But yeah, for him to be a national team player, it's not by mistake.
I win a matizing
I record good DMV or anything like that. He's got a certain amount of quality. I don't want to now put him against players that are playing for us already, but I can say we have certain players in that front line that he's better than, in terms of just touch, in terms of just I can change direction and all of those things. But all I'm saying right now, I'm getting from the highlights and the likes. So I think what I'm just trying to say is to Buccaneers, be excited. If you are not excited, Shabella the highlights. If Bob is not your uncle after watching the highlights, you're gonna have to watch us lift the league first then. But yeah, let me go through his stats. Let me go through his stats. Just that, SuperScore sometimes doesn't display them in the best of ways. I was trying to get them to display in a more conducive fashion, but I think if I read it out loud, then everybody shall understand, even if it doesn't look the best. So this is his heat map from last season, ladies and gentlemen. And as you can see here, it's only the middle center circle, and the box, the defending box, where I don't see him having a touch or having a movement. This man has been everywhere. 27 appearances, 22 starts, 4 goals. Another one is good assisting, 3 assists, 4 big chances created. I don't know if that's per 90 or what, but that's 7 goal contributions just in the 8 goal contributions. 7 goal contributions, just in the league last season. And then in the question of who is he replacing, as you can see, he is playing a little bit more right back. But if you guys look at TS Galaxy last season, the wing back. So then he would also be used as one of the wing backs. I was going through his games, and this is a season heat map, so it just summarizes the whole season. But as you can see, even on the left-hand side, he has been active. So he's primarily on the right, whether attacking or defensive. I think that depends on the team. If he was being used as a wing back, Kaholo, it would make sense why there's a lot of him Mohau and there's a lot of him going forward. And he's so versatile. I'm so glad we've signed such versatile players, Mr. Coach. We have a poll question. Who does he replace? Before you answer that and give your opinion on who he replaces, can you just tell me what you have learned about his game before today and after today?
Yeah, Mfethu, you know, Steve Gombela once said, Mfethu, hore, stats are like a bikini, that they show you a lot, but not everything. And for me, I was excited about Sebelebele way before I even knew about his stats. I watched him play, eye test. Like old school Mfethu.
90 minutes
eye test. And from what I could see there, an incredible player Mfethu. He can play on the right hand side and get goals. I've seen him take players on from the right hand side, get a goal with his left foot, which is his supposed weaker foot. I've seen him take players on from the left hand side and cut in a Koraka is right. He's just so versatile. Like I said, he can play pretty much anywhere across the front three. He can play at fullback.
Even in the midfield. Yeah.
He can play at fullback. Technical ability in Mfethu it's up there. I think Sebelebele is one of those players who were just a few games away from making the national team, a final team. And the fact that we have him in our camp, for me, it speaks volumes. Again, like I was saying, Momzansi, we don't have a lot of goal scoring wingers or wide players, if you will. And he can get goals. Again, his left foot, right foot, he can shoot with either foot. He's got that accuracy. He's got that burst of pace that we at Orlando Pirates, guys, our identity is playing with wingers and wingers who are skilled. And he has it with him. He's so minus here and there. Yeah. He's got everything. He's the complete package as far as I'm concerned. So I think he's going to give all our wingers a run for their money, and not so much that they'll be fighting for the position, but you know, when this competition, they always speak about this. Once coach in competition, there's no losing in the game. Not from a result point of view, but from a performance point of view. And I think he brings that to us. Assuming Mvukeng stays, we've got options. He can go to the left hand side and be the other option, or it could be like what we saw in the previous preseason game where Mvukeng is on the right and you've got a Polish on the left. Sebelebele can be backup for any of them. In a different game, he can start. Like again, we've been making this analogy already. For 65 minutes, you'll be chasing Mvukeng and Apolis, and then you look at the touchline, you see Muremi and Nkota warming up. This time around, instead of Nkota, you see Sebelebele, and for me, it even strikes as much fear, if not more. So, yeah, but he seems like he's also got... First of all, I do like that he's 22 years old. Again, scouting department, staying within our identity, picking out the young players who have all the talent coming to Escotini. So again, I could go on all night about all the abilities he brings to the club, and I just can't wait. My only bummer is that he's not going to go to Spain. If I personally had money, I would charter a jet right now, get him there by tomorrow morning, and then jet
take it from there.
Jet lag nyana, but I know Thursday he's
like about 45 minutes in nyana.
Oh, I want like Thursday wadala. So
so the tough questions have to be asked now. When this signing was made, you felt like he's an Nkota replacement. I think before I ask you before I let you answer, I'll just say, okay. During the season, even if you watched him play against Orlando Pirates or watched him for TS Galaxy, 1 or 2 games, I think you'd have to be following Galaxy to know exactly what I guy. He's been everywhere. It's a good thing. He's very versatile. I think it's going to be up to the coach to decide where he wants to play him. He's 2-footed. He's used to the right-hand side, but he's still 22. He's still malleable. And so for the coach, it's going to be even more of a headache. Imagine after Slam saying thank you, Dr. Koza, for signing me this good player. Okay, thank you. Thank you, Dr. Koza, for signing the next player. But unfortunately, where am I going to play him while he's busy trying to figure out who he's going to put who, where? More and more signings are coming, more and more headaches, but that's fine. So if he's got that headache, yeah, that's why he's getting paid the big bucks on it. When again, Mr. Coach, I guess there's obviously meaning behind this question, but yes, who is he? Who do you think he's replacing?
It's blasphemous.
Between the two.
It's blasphemous.
Between the two.
I'm not gonna, if I say I'm not scared that he's replacing Mofokeng, I would be lying on camera. Yeah, you know, I was saying to KP earlier, Hore, Ngarum Fetu Nkakija. That's why I go in the transfer window, and then I ask, Mofokeng, who does he play for?
Please say that one more time in English, Mr. Coach.
If I could just sleep and wake up
at the beginning of the season,
at the end of deadline day, at midnight, at 1:10.
Yes.
Give you a quick call and ask you, Mofokeng, for whom does he play?
Yeah.
So yeah, I think we're gonna have to obviously keep an eye an eye open when it comes to that. Basically asking ourselves every morning we wake up with Mofokeng as a Pirates player will be a blessing. Having signed someone like Sebelebele. Obviously, I'm only making assumptions because
what are you assuming?
That he could be a Mofokeng replacement. I don't want to lie, but it's 60-40 for me. Because I think there are enough good reasons. And now, if you guys have been following the channel, you know I've been saying that Mofokeng must leave this transfer window. Let the boy spread his wings, let him go. But I did not think, while I was saying all of that, I had no idea that Nkota would be the one to leave early on in the
and just throw a cat amongst the pigeons.
Oh, I want to write in. So I think my thought for the most part is, if Mofokeng had left and Nkota had stayed and we brought Sebelebele, would I have been happy? My answer is yes, honestly speaking. So if we lose both, hey, that's a story for another day as far as I'm concerned.
No, it isn't actually. It is actually.
No, but right if I look at what's left, let's just say, argument's sake, he is Mofokeng's replacement. We are left with Sebelebele, Tsebang Moremi, Ozuna Polis, and Evidence Mahopa on either wing. The only thing I could worry about is cohesion, because it will be a completely new set of wingers. But from a quality point of view, I think we will have maintained last season's quality. So it's okay. No, I wouldn't go that.
Maintain, Mr. Coach.
I don't know. I wouldn't go that far because Mofokeng is out of this world.
Exactly.
So, but yeah, I'm fair to, if we are to keep Mofokeng and have added Sebelebele, kind of a game and English Sundowns.
Yo, Mr. Coach. I am fit to Buccaneers giving is gonna make me go crazy. It's gonna make me go crazy. Luckily, we are here and we are not alone. We've got the chat with us. I don't know what your answer is in terms of your answer is you think they might be replacing Mofokeng.
But I hope not. I'm preparing for the West.
You're preparing for the West.
But praying for the best.
Yeah. Okay. Mofokeng. Okay. No, it's fine. Let's get into the chats here. It's all about Fit 2. Let me read you guys' comments. Thank you. 74 in here. 8. I wish I could give you guys 74 fist bumps each. So let me just go through. So Casper Aguso came through and said they are replacing Nkota. Feel it? And then Amos is keeping Lapart's evening. Guys, I'm very happy with the signing of Sebelebele, a very versatile, skillful, and speedy player, Mr. Koza. I'm tired of being happy now. Stop it, I like it. Hey, too much, happiness, too much. And then Umindus comes through and said, good signing, complete footballer, I love it. Andandlovu, our security guard, comes through it he says, if you know Sebelebele from only highlights, you need to do better. Good player. I see him playing on the right wing more than right back. I was actually expecting Ditejane, but I'm very happy with him. Even Kamogelo know him very well. Vusimuta says, Buffet 2, Niapila, yes, Sikrandi. I'm so proud about your channel, guys. Keep up the good work. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. He said, can I ask you a question, brothers? Is it true? This is very true. This is very true. Go on Google and type Orlando Pirates and then click the first one. You'll see that it's 100% true. We just read the article earlier in the show, so you can just rewind and then come back. And then he says, if so, definitely I'm a Buccaneer. I'm going to grind this season big up. Grind up, figure out will be like, is that to grind to win the league, grind to win the cap, or what kind of grind is this one? Thank you for the comment. Nomsa comes through and says, I'm very happy. And yeah, no, this is clearly a Nkota replacement for you. Give Rapids a Taraso says Sebelebele is replacing Mufokeng. Woo, okay. And then Amos came back and said, I don't want to say Sebelebele is Nkota's replacement, but I take it as like we sold a quality right winger and signed another quality winger. That's it. So you're saying Nkota's replacement? And then Mandla came back and said he's actually replacing Nkota, but really is still likely to go overseas. If the right team comes, Mufokeng will never be replaceable.
Those are facts.
So he's saying we can buy as many wingers as we want, we still can't replace Mufokeng.
And then Buffett needs to know because for me he was the last one that Sebelebele was. Like I said, I liked him so much as a footballer. I didn't even want to even dream about him. Especially considering after we signed Mremi. So if Vele will replace Mufokeng, I was like, I'm a winger, say the PSL, that's not Orlando.
Last couple of comments, Go Rapids just said Mufokeng. Yeah. Mr. Coach, I must say, this is one of the most mixed results in terms of a poll and in terms of asking the question. And then Luyanda says great content, Danko, we'll keep it coming. And Mastembele also says big up Danko Buffet too. Let's get back to business. Oh, sorry, one last thing, Mr. Coach. 68 votes and they are coming in. 57% Nkota replacement, 20% Mufokeng replacement, 22% neither. Ow. Just a good player. Sure. You shouldn't have added that one. You shouldn't have added that option. Now you guys are getting a chance. Scapegoat, but yeah, bro, I don't know what I would say, but you know me, I'm not the most optimistic of guys. You know me, I'm always thinking of the end days and the end times. It's all going up in flames. 8 years of Sundowns winning the league.
I want to mention one thing.
Oh, how did we kick in the mic? Yeah.
The management must know one thing. We now know that if ever was in doubt, we now know that they are capable.
And that deserves
credit.
Yeah. I hope now you know that you can demand now. You can cry now. Not there for man.
But the chairman now born a little bit shorter and a email be corner. Why?
It's like how would you call it?
But again, thank you.
Another thing, thank you very much. Thank you you guys. Like Amos said, stop it, I like it. Yeah, man, I don't know. I think I forgot what I wanted to ask specifically in terms of him. So I guess that'll give me an excuse to move on.
I'm gonna make one more statement before you go on. If you guys remember, I think it was in 2012 when Mama Joy said Operation Tega Inkwaso. This would be the right time to reenact that movement.
Sure. Okay. I just wanted to say, with my lack of optimism, I think it's a Mufokeng replacement. But you know, these people showed me that I know nothing. I don't even know. I've forgotten what 1 + 1 equals now. Because I thought, okay, if they're signing up for this, it means Mufokeng is going.
Yep.
And then it didn't happen. So now I want to calculate and say, if Nkota wasn't playing, it means he was always in the plans to bounce. And so now that Mufokeng has been starting in the best teams and not in the B teams, it means he's part of the plans, which means he won't get sold.
Please.
I hope my mathematics is correct, Lapo Bafet. So you can check my work if you don't believe or if you're not convinced. So we're just gonna touch on, guys. Okay, now you can start asking us where we are getting these hems, because this one is a bit weird. But like when I first heard it, I was the one that was feeling like I'm none the wiser. But it actually makes sense, guys. Lamtseba Seema, the one that's been playing centre back. I get. Did you guys know that I'm sure that they or Abdi Mandla knew? Or yeah, he wasn't actually signed. But let me read this one. But guys, Seema it has not been announced, if you guys know. So it says defender poised to join Pirates as Watu finalizes his squad. And then they say news reaching the Sia crew. Oh, sorry, this one is coming from Sokalatuma. And they say news reaching the Sia crew is that Orlando Pirates have been impressed by one of the club's trialists, with sources indicating that a decision on the player is imminent. As previously reported by the Sia crew, Pirates coach Abdeslam Awadu is believed to be keen on defender Lebonis. Yeah, I'm keen on Seema. And then he says, according to sources, discussions are underway for a 3-year deal for the former TS Galaxy defender. Okay, enough for anything. Anyway, at the moment, everything to make him, this is a quote, at the moment, everything to make him a Pirates player is close to being completed, and they will offer him a 3-year contract, a source revealed. To the Sia crew, the technical team, led by the head coach, Abdeslam, have almost concluded their squad for this coming season. While some will join, the rest in Spain, and others have remained behind. Pirates are currently in Spain. Yes, okay. Palmas and Granada are the 2 last games that we have, and I don't think we'll see any new players. But yeah, they say they've commented Pirates, but attempts are unsuccessful, which is weird. I don't know then where you'd be getting that stuff. Sia crew is fine, but Mr. Coach, I actually didn't know that Seema wasn't signed, even though he's playing so well. Is it that he is actually trialing in Spain? They actually paid for a plane ticket for him to go all the way to Spain just to go see. If that's the truth, I mean, okay, what the truth is that he hasn't been announced. I get Mr. Coach.
Thanks.
So we know that for a fact, but we also know that he's nice, and we also know that he's in Spain, and we also know that he is playing well. So I'm gonna ask you for more credibility of the source and how you feel about should we make him permanent? What's popping?
First things first. Going to school on Wednesdays. And you know what I learned during that whole experience? Once you read sources revealed reaching the Sia crew,
insider.
There's no such thing when they want to make a story up.
And it's written by Sokalatuma writer. So it doesn't even have a name attached to it.
Yeah. Once they say Sia crew, it's specifically, I remember only that Colomia Sia Kopoza, Pierre Toy who just left. Once it says, like I'm saying, once it says Sia crew, pinch of salt. Now, and also KB was saying it, I find it hard to believe that we're going to pay for a player to go to Spain on trial.
That's a little question mark.
That's a little bit hard to believe. But again, also there is that little side. He hasn't been announced, and there are a number of players who play. I think now we've announced 9, 10 so far. Yeah, Mule, Oswin plus the 7. I think we're at 9 now. Sebelebele being the 10th. He might not have been announced, but I mean, honestly, even if he was trialing after those 45 minutes. Before you call his agent, Rashapa conference call, and now Bloma Motafling Rasaina. So I'd like to believe that that's a Buccaneer. It might not be final yet, but I'm almost certain Lelu Buccaneer. So from the credibility, I think they had to write something, and they wrote that. But on whether or not we should be signing him, if there's any truth to that matter, please, rise,
Yeah.
let that man sign. Absolute quality. Gem is gonna give Sesane a run for his money as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah.
That position is not confirmed since I think, yes, people like to say it's preseason, you can't judge a player off of 45 minutes. But honestly, if first touch out doing 90 minutes the first touch. If pass him now and out doing 90 minutes things like that. So for me, Seema is a must have. We haven't seen him do a lot of defending, hasn't been called upon to defend a lot, but I suppose that will happen with time. There's still 2 more games. Maybe we'll see him get some more minutes there. But as far as I'm concerned, he's Buccaneer, and I'm proud of him already. And I'm vouching for him. So hopefully there's no truth to this.
Yeah, so guys, is there anybody that's looking at Seema and one question on what is this guy doing in our squad? Yeah, Vele, that's right. If he's trialing, I don't want him to be signed. Is anybody feeling like that? Because I feel like for those who have watched the preseason games, man, it's clear cut to me. He improves. What were you saying about floors and ceilings? He definitely raises the defensive technical floor.
Right up above Kogi's head is where
he puts it right above Kogi's head, and if CBC doesn't know how to swim yet, he's gonna need to learn. And then one of my favorite new faces that I've seen in the team
100%.
so far. So he better get a good contract. How old is he?
23, 24, 25 in that bracket. One thing about to standard. I think the only player above 25 we have signed, Kimbule Lindul.
Yeah, true. And I mean, come on. I'm man, Okay, we're gonna get back to what we think about Nkota. So I think as we have been speaking, our fellow Buccaneers have been chipping in with their opinions on Seema. So Usini Baloi comes through. Hello. Says definitely Mufukenge being replaced. We're just in denial at this point. The way Mpuma Khoza is moving, it's clear Mufukeng is on his way out. Damn it. Oleander says we need to add Fitboy to our team. Okay, feed. Muso says Bucs calculated this and fire emojis as wise to cash in on Nkota because last season he lacked teamwork rate. Okay, up the Bucs. Pirates should hijack Pasadena from Sundowns just like we did with the police. I am ready to do my time for that crime. And then Mpilo comes through and said, I'm happy with Sebelebele. He's going to cook at Pirates. Yes, he's definitely going to cook. And then Sekopatsa says, Pasadena next. Yes. Midlos comes through and says, I've been impressed with Seema also after watching him play. He is better than both BC and Kogi. Yes. In terms of decision making, and he's comfortable under pressure. Have you seen how, I've never seen Speedy scan the pitch like that off the ball under pressure to receive it and pass. And defenders don't usually make the 1-2 on the ball. I know that we love Mbogazi, but on the ball he is, I don't know what unit of measurement.
If he's a 7, if he's a 7, Seema's an 8-9 on the ball. Okay,
thank you. Because we can have that discussion, but I think now we have agreed. They will disagree with us in the comments. And then Mindlos also said, I wouldn't mind if Seema partnered TLB in the absence of Nda and Sesane. That does sound like a very good defensive partnership that we can say, we're not missing anybody. Amos says, I will go crazy if Paris doesn't offer Seema a contract and keep Ogi. Yo. Yeah, but Seema's amazing. I think we'll see him in different positions this coming season. And he's definitely Paris material. Dango, I agree with that. Amos. Mandla, that them Abdi Mandla, I'm gonna have to say Put Mandla. Put Mandla comes through and says the fact that they took him to Spain demonstrates that they want him signed. Yes. They left quite a few players behind, so they choose him. So to choose him over them means that they like him, and thank you. He just clarified that he's actually 22. Danko, Putmandla, and then the last comment here is Chairman is doing the most. Yeah, I feel like the way I've felt like Brancosa, okay, Danko and Mandla just said actually 23, maybe you can 22, 23. When you're that young, you say I'm 22 and a half. 23 and a half away. And then let me just read Fortune's comment one more time. Our chairman is doing the most. He's serving us with a silver platter, and we have no choice but to repay him with titles. The reason why I'm clapping so much for him is because I feel like the more you beat me up for walking the wrong way is the more you must clap for me for walking the right way. So I feel like if I could never keep quiet about how we never get anything from him and he's always moving in his own circles and keeping things secrets, and then it's fine if you are going to surprise me like this.
Is what your plan for not signing in January?
Yeah.
Because in January we all cried transfer window. More than anybody. Didn't sign Rashota. If I had known that or no, the reason why is because I'm working on this here in the Rashota
and that there and that
caviar has to be flown out from Japan, and I gotta get Wagyu and I gotta get it from Japan.
Yes.
I understand that shit.
Yeah, I know. So, but some things take time, good things take time. So yeah, man. One more time for the Iron Duke. And then Masabele says Pirates means business. And then K Sibupa says Seema is a versatile player playing all defensive positions. I feel like he can play
CDM.
All defensive positions, including CDM. Yeah, I would actually love to see him at CDM. He plays like a CDM actually, to be honest. And then Musa says Hilby joins up to CDM when in position, just like Stones used to in that treble season.
Fact.
The up the slum effect. Remember, he played CB and CDM. Yes. Is up the slum smart enough to do that? You think so?
That's where he played.
Away. Oh, yeah, not the slum himself.
Yeah.
Played CB and CDM.
Yeah.
So he's saying that he can see a center back if it's good enough for CDM and vice versa.
100. I think so.
No, I get the when he said just like Stones, I was like, now you are putting him in other company.
Honestly, I'd put him in that company, man. Seema, he's one of those players, if he comes from development, then he comes through and you're like, Yeah. And I still have that feeling.
Yeah.
Even if he comes from TS Galaxy, I even want to thank Siyabonga.
Sure.
For whose guy I'm playing, and he's given us two in him and Sebelebele. So, Dr. Chairman, please keep that relationship with Team Sugazi.
away. Well then, Mr. Coach, we have briefed Amapaganea. We have 89 votes in, 61% still believe it is Nkota who's being replaced. I think that's the easy answer. 18% still believe it's Mufukeng, and then the other 20% have scapegoated themselves with the yes, no, maybe, with the maybe answer, and they still think it's neither. Well. I think we'll have to wait and see when it comes to that. What else do you have before we close?
If I am a Sundowns player and I'm flipping through my phone as well, I'm like, hey, Mapagania to me, what too much, but yeah, so Mapinda Vie. By today, they're like, okay, hold on, wait a minute.
Yo, James, did y'all see this?
Hey, Mtsipe, what's your plan? Because these guys here mean business. Like, honestly, like I'm saying, Vetu, maybe save for Devin Titus and Basadine, we have scooped up the best talent that was available from last season.
We have scooped up the best South African talent that was available and made a name for themselves, because we've gotten people that we've been talking about for seasons and the people who were breakouts from last season.
Yeah.
Except for Pasadena and Titus.
Fella.
Oh, how shorty.
That's
Because the
why-
other talent was actually already in black and white.
Sure.
If not in yellow. So yeah, bro.
So that's what I'm saying. Bring them. I saw the fixture list unless somebody can tell me. Yeah, but the fixture list. No matter what happened last season, Sundowns car January, February. It's too late. I want them right after Polokwane. I know it's not on that game.
Yeah, but when it comes to fixture list, I would like a more balanced fixture list this time around, so that we don't get the best of the best Tito at the beginning of the season and then an unrecognizable Mbata at the end of the season. I want it to be nice and balanced. Don't become a star too quickly, and let's not forget you too quickly either. Mr. Coach, I'll read the last comments and then I'm going to close it out. Thank you, everybody. 90 of you all in here. Thank you for joining us. And so I think the last one was from Peggy. Good evening, guy. Okay, no. I have to read Bandla's comment first. Soccer Ladum has just created content, perfect. Seema even has Orlando Pirates in his profile. The deal is done. The deal is done. Danko. Put Manda. Danko. And then he says, Peggy comes through and says, hello. Good evening, guys. Good show. Pick up. We really have to sign. Do we? Okay. Remember what happened when Nda and Sasani got injured? Oh, you meant we have to sign Seema? Yes, we do. Yeah. I man. We are learning from our mistakes.
Not only do we have depth, we have quality in depth now.
This is it. Technical floor all the way up.
Exactly.
You're giving me flashbacks of defensive injuries last season and what it meant. Anyway, Vusi comes through and says, but my worry is our coach. I don't know. He will combine his. Will he know how to combine these players? But you know what? I'll trust him because nothing can change. He's our coach. And Kupuga Mzomnyama Yebo. And then Manda also says Sugazi stole our player and sold him overseas. He owes us. He says everyone that is in Spain is an Orlando Pirates player.
Thank you.
Seema is no exception. Rasibocha was taken to Spain but was never announced to. I think you also mentioned that. Danko. And then Muso says Titus for speed and Pasadena to be an inverted wing back, and then Spatata Wonky, and then Spatata Wonky. Okay, thank you guys for joining us on this Buccaneer brief. We were supposed to do a Bucks live tonight. I don't know if how it's going to all unfold. We were working on a certain video, one of those how will this player fit in, like we did with the Mbule video. Hopefully that comes to you guys as soon as possible, because that's one of my favorite type of videos. How will this player fit in? Where is he going to fit in? So yeah, guys, I guess I'll leave you guys in suspense. You guys don't know who we're going to talk about, but we've already prepared it. It will be dropping either tonight or tomorrow morning. And with that, I can say Danko Mapagania for joining us one more time. Like this.
Mapagania, thank you so much, Bafetu, for the support. So
Danko!
We appreciate it a lot. I've said before, this channel might be run by us, but it was actually because we also wanted a community of Mapagania. So we appreciate all the engagements, all the chats. Please, let's continue in the comments. I think, but more importantly, I think over 80 of us in here. Please, let's just hit that 30 likes number on our way out so that we can keep churning them out. Mapagania, thank you so much. Let's go, Danko.